When the orbital siege began, no one expected the enemy to strike the unarmed medical ships first. The EHS Nightingale was one of Earth's most decorated humanitarian vessels, a neutral zone in the war-torn systems of the Orion Belt. Staffed by doctors, nurses, and bioengineers, it carried no weapons, only hope. On the 14th day of the Celeran offensive, it was vaporized mid-evacuation. Admiral June Tavish stood before the Interplanetary Council, her uniform adorned with the blood-red sash worn by those who had lost family to war. Her face was impassive, but her words cut deep. They bombed our healers, our medics, our wounded. If this war had any rules, they've just been burned with the dead. The footage was undeniable. Celeran fighters had deliberately targeted Earth's medical convoys, violating the galactic accords signed by every civilized species. In retaliation, Earth's response was not one of immediate violence, but of calculated fury. Operation Iron Mercy was born in silence. In the detention block orbiting Saturn, Earth's most dangerous prisoners had been frozen in stasis. War criminals, human and alien, whose atrocities spanned decades. Scientists turned tyrants, bioweapons, engineers, commanders of massacres, monsters, legally erased from existence. Now they were being thawed. Dr. Hanan Sol, Chief Ethics Officer for the Earth Coalition, stood before the cryochambers, her breath fogging against the cold glass. "You can't be serious," she told Tavish, who stared blankly at the chambers. "We need leverage. We need fear," Tavish replied. "The kind only monsters inspire. What if they turn on us? They're not our allies. They're weapons." In secret, 21 war criminals were released across the contested systems, each implanted with a neural detonator, each given full pardons in exchange for chaos. They were told one thing: do what you do best, but this time to the Celerans. The galaxy shuddered. On the ice moon of Ganira, Plaguebringer Kasai re-engineered an ancient viral strain to target the Celerans' dual lung physiology. 3 cities collapsed in silence. On the fractured colony of Erelos, IV General Rune the Butcher of Europa led rebel militias in a scorched earth campaign, slaughtering Celeran outposts with ruthless precision. At first, Earth citizens protested. Holoscreens were flooded with footage of once damned criminals walking free, wreaking havoc in the name of justice. But then came the footage of Celeran ships retreating, of planets liberated, of the Celeran Chancellor, for the first time, suing for peace. Inside the war room, Tavish faced the Council again. "Your strategy is effective," said Councillor Marin of Mars. "But at what cost? We've ended the war. We've ended honor." Silence followed. Dr. Sol resigned. Earth's interstellar reputation fractured. But the bombing of the Nightingale had rewritten the rules. Earth didn't want morality anymore. It wanted deterrence. In the end, it worked. The Celerans signed a ceasefire. Earth's skies cleared. And the war criminals, having served their purpose, disappeared, vanishing into black holes of classified files and denied operations. Some whispered they were quietly terminated. Others believed they still roamed free, hired in secret by nations too afraid to fight wars with rules. Years later, a memorial was erected on Luna Prime. Etched into its surface were the names of the Nightingale's fallen crew. Beneath them, a plaque read, "They healed the wounded. We released the damned." Both were sacrifices in the name of peace.